Hello, English learners. I'm so happy you are here with us today, really. Welcome back to the English Insight Podcast, the place where you learn real English for real conversations. Not textbook English, not classroom English, but the English people actually use every day. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Daniel. And if you have ever felt nervous speaking English in real life, don't worry, you are definitely not alone.
Yes, that feeling is very real. Many English learners know the grammar, they know the vocabulary, but when the moment comes to actually speak, the words just don't come out.
Exactly. Your mind goes blank, your heart starts beating fast, and suddenly even simple sentences feel difficult. But here is the good news. The problem is usually not your English level. The problem is that you have not heard enough natural conversations.
And that is exactly what we are going to practice today, because today's conversation is something every English learner needs in real life.
So, Sarah, what are we talking about today?
Today, we are going to listen to two friends talking about their busy week. But here is the important part. During the conversation, you will hear many common phrasal verbs that native speakers use all the time.
And phrasal verbs are one of the biggest secrets to sounding natural in English.
Exactly. When learners only use basic verbs like go, do, or make, their English sounds correct, but sometimes it doesn't sound natural.
But when you start using phrasal verbs like wake up, run into, figure out, or catch up, suddenly your English starts sounding more like a real conversation.
And don't worry, you don't need to memorize a long list today. Instead, you will hear these expressions inside a real conversation.
So while you listen, your brain naturally understands how people use them.
And by the end of this episode, you will probably notice something interesting. Some of these phrases will already feel familiar.
That's because learning through conversation is much easier than learning from a list.
And Daniel, I think today's conversation is also very relatable.
Oh, yes, because everyone has those weeks when life becomes extremely busy.
You wake up early. You rush to work. You deal with problems. You try to finish everything. And suddenly, the whole week is gone.
Exactly. And at the end of the week, you just sit down and think, what just happened?
Yes, and that is exactly the situation in today's conversation.
But before we start, here is something important.
While you listen, don't worry about understanding every single word.
Just relax, listen, and focus on the general meaning.
Your brain is smarter than you think. The more natural English you hear, the easier speaking becomes.
All right, let's imagine the situation.
Two friends have not seen each other for a few days. They finally meet at a small cafe after a very busy week.
They sit down with coffee, and they start talking about everything that happened.
And of course, a lot happened.
Too much, probably.
So listen carefully, because you might hear some phrases you can start using today.
All right, let's begin the conversation.
Hey Daniel, it's been a while. I feel like this week just flew by. How have you been?
Honestly, I've been running around all week. Work has been crazy.
Really? What happened?
Well, on Monday I had to wake up really early because I had a meeting across town. My alarm went off at 6, and I almost turned it off and went back to sleep.
I know that feeling. Sometimes getting out of bed is the hardest part of the day.
Exactly. But I finally got up, grabbed some coffee, and rushed out the door.
Did the meeting go well?
Well, not exactly. Right before the meeting started, my laptop suddenly shut down.
Oh no.
Yeah, I had to figure out the problem while everyone was waiting.
That sounds stressful.
It was. But luckily, one of my coworkers helped me sort it out.
See? That's good teamwork.
Yeah, and after that, things slowly started to calm down.
Only slowly?
Well, Tuesday was even busier.
Tuesday was even busier. Now I'm really curious. What happened?
Well, the day actually started pretty normal. I woke up, made some coffee, and tried to catch up on emails. But after about 20 minutes, my manager suddenly called me into a meeting.
Uh-oh, that never sounds relaxing.
Exactly. At first, I thought something was wrong, but it turned out they just needed help with a new project.
That sounds like a good opportunity, though.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But the project had a very tight deadline, so the whole team had to jump in immediately and start working.
So everyone had to step up and work together?
Exactly. And for the next few hours, we were just trying to figure out the best plan.
Did you manage to figure everything out?
Eventually, yes. But during the meeting, something funny happened.
Now, I want to hear this story.
While we were discussing the project, one of my coworkers suddenly realized he had mixed up two important files.
Oh, no.
Yes, he had been working on the wrong document for almost 2 hours.
That's the kind of mistake everyone makes at least once.
Exactly. At first, he looked completely panicked, but then we all started laughing and helped him sort it out.
That's actually a great example of teamwork again.
Yeah, and after we fixed that problem, things finally started moving forward.
So, did the rest of the week calm down after that?
I wish. Wednesday was the day everything piled up.
Everything?
Emails, phone calls, meetings, messages. It felt like everyone needed something at the same time.
That kind of day can really wear you out.
Exactly. By the afternoon, I was already exhausted.
Did you at least get a break?
Well, during lunch, I ran into an old friend near the office.
Really? That must have been a nice surprise.
Yeah, it actually lifted my mood. We talked for about 10 minutes and quickly caught up on life.
Sometimes a small moment like that can completely change your day.
Exactly. After that conversation, I felt much better and went back to work with more energy.
So, Thursday must have been easier then.
Well, Thursday was interesting.
Interesting usually means something unexpected happened.
You're absolutely right.
Okay, now you have to tell me.
So, Thursday morning, I arrived at the office and started preparing a presentation for the project. Everything was going smoothly. Until the internet suddenly went down.
Oh no, not the internet.
Yes, the entire office lost connection for almost an hour.
That can slow everything down.
Exactly. But instead of stressing out, we decided to take a short break and talk.
That actually sounds nice.
Yeah, sometimes when work slows down, people finally have time to connect.
And that probably helped everyone relax a little.
Definitely. And when the internet finally came back on, we quickly wrapped up the presentation.
So, after such a crazy week, how do you feel now?
Honestly, I feel relieved. The busy week is finally over.
That's the best feeling.
And now we're sitting here, drinking coffee and catching up like normal humans again.
Exactly. Sometimes you just need a quiet moment to slow down.
And honestly, conversations like this remind me how important it is to take a break and talk with friends.
Yes, life gets busy, work piles up, and time moves quickly. But when you slow down and connect with people, everything feels more balanced.
And for everyone listening right now, remember this. The best way to improve your English is exactly like this.
Have real conversations. Talk about your day. Talk about your week. Talk about life.
You don't need perfect grammar. You just need the courage to start speaking.
So, if you enjoyed listening to this conversation with us today,
Make sure you subscribe to the channel
like the video if it helped you learn something useful.
and share it with a friend who is also learning English.
We're really happy you spent this time with us today.
And we'll see you again in the next conversation.
Until then, keep listening, keep practicing, and keep speaking English every day.